Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. Boozer here. Well, it looks like Plarium has finally given us a break in this birthday Titan event. So right now we have the artifact enhancement event yet to come, but they've given us this birthday catch-up event. So what I heard about this event is that the points allocated in this event are part of the 1750 that Plarium has allowed us to accumulate in total for this Titan event. We only need 1500 to get the last milestone, but they've only given us 1750 as a maximum points that are available to be gotten. However, keep in mind that this catch-up event is part of that 1750. We'll have a quick look at this event. We can see it's a dungeon diver event. There's no real changes to any of the point allocation. And we can see the value is actually very small. This is about 30, 40 runs maybe on anything higher than dungeon 20. So that's a really good return for these amount of birthday points, considering what we've had to go through just to get some of these points in other events. So keeping that in mind, it doesn't seem like there's any catch. The only catch is actually this. We have 6 days to complete all of this, but it's 75 points per day, which is roughly about five or six runs, dungeon runs. So that means you have to basically log in for 6 days and do your daily energy into dungeons to max out this event, which doesn't have great rewards, but it has the 250 birthday points, which is very valuable. So it looks like Plarium definitely has given us a bit of a bone or a break with these Titan points. Even if you aren't particularly interested in the UDK souls, you can still pick up some decent milestones with 250 points. Maybe an ancient shard, maybe some gems. So definitely useful for all players. And I think it's a bit of a freebie for everybody, regardless whether you care about UDK or not. So take it for what it is, and it's thank you Plarium, I guess. The other thing we want to talk about is this classic arena takedown. They've actually included birthday points here at the top, the regular top threshold, which is great because this is actually a freebie too, because regular classic arena is actually really easy to finish, so this is definitely a freebie as well. So that's 300 Titan points that Plarium has given us relatively easily near the back end of this birthday event. So it's Plarium being Plarium, they gave us the hard dungeons, Fire Knight for example, and they put the first couple of Titan points really high because we didn't know exactly how this event would shake out. But now that we know, and now that we're reaching the end, they're like, okay, now that we got them to spend all their resources getting the really high ones, we'll give them some easy ones to catch up. So at the rate that I'm going, I basically gotten every single one except for the champ chase, which I'm waiting for the ancient shard day, which is tomorrow. I've already gotten 1,000 points. So after the catch-up event, champ chase, and the arena tournament, I'm already done. I can skip the artifact enhancement event, probably the ice golem or whatever. The other problem is I'm gonna go probably kind of hard in the dragon event because it's triple speed. So I might waste some Titan points there, which is a little bit unfortunate. There's also going to be a triple retaliation set for Ice Golem after this Dragon tournament. So we can probably assume that there'll be Titan points in the Ice Golem event as well. And then that would leave, I believe, 200 points remaining. And that could be like in the form of maybe a training event, or I think a training event would make sense. Also keep in mind that even though this birthday Titan event ends in 6 days, if you remember the previous Titan event, they didn't have events active for maybe the last 48 hours. And I definitely, there was definitely people that were kind of screwed because they were waiting for an event to pop up in the last 2 days or so, and there was no event, even though the timer was still going, and even though there was no event available for any Titan points. So it was a little bit deceiving, but I think it was obviously poor planning if you left it for the last second. I think this was the one where it would lasted many, like 10 weeks or something, the fourth year anniversary Titan event. But yeah, so that's what happened last time. It might happen again this time where the events stop a couple days before this Titan event actually stops. So it's just something to be extra aware of, I guess. Although this one is like, it's kind of less at stake, I guess. If you're not pretty deep, you're not really losing too much. Like if you're in milestone 2 or 3, you're not really losing out too much, so it's not a huge deal anyways. What else we got going on? We got this, honestly, this event, it felt like kind of like a mini fusion. Every event had like similar milestone to a regular fusion, which is actually really insane. And the reward was not actually a champion, it was the soul for a champion, which I'm not too sure. Like, obviously it's not going to affect most people, but it is what it is. Hopefully you guys manage to save some resources for any upcoming fusion. We'll probably get an announcement since we didn't get an announcement yesterday. We'll probably get an announcement sometime late next week, I would say, and then the fusion would probably start the week after. Although it doesn't, yeah, it might be the end of summer type of thing, and then you have like Labor Day. I'm not 100% sure how Labor Day affects Plarium, because I'm not sure if it's a holiday for them. But I could see like maybe a fusion starting after Labor Day. But yeah, anyway, just a little bit of speculation on my part. But I just wanted to say like the easy Titan points here with the takedown and the catch-up event, definitely a positive from Plarium. So I'm happy about that. I'll be done my 1500 Titan event points pretty soon, and yeah, hopefully you guys will be done as well, and hopefully you guys have a good weekend. So yeah, good luck with everything, and I'll see you guys in the next video.